Hello there everyone, what's going on? My name is Resonator Zen, and in this video I'm going to be addressing a piece from LifeSiteNews.com. The title of the piece is Obama Receives Renewed Scrutiny for Photo Shoot with Controversial Pornographer. And the author is the conventional one, Dustin Siggins. And if you don't get that fucking reference, type Goldust into YouTube's search bar and let the laughing ensue. I'll leave a link to the piece if you want to go read it for yourself, or if you want to go fuck with Mr. Siggins in any way you can. And if you do that, please send me a link to your comments so I can laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh maniacally, because I'm an evil fuck and I love fucking with conservatives because they're really uptight. So anyway, with that being said, let's get right to it. A decision by then Senator Barack Obama to host a photo shoot with controversial pornographer Terry Richardson in 2007 in his Senate offices is receiving renewed attention and criticism this week. Parentheses, warning, links may lead to disturbing images and descriptions. If you've been on the internet long enough, nothing really shocks you. You know, nothing really shocks me anymore. You know, certain things will. But other things, no. That's just, you know, the price of being on the internet for as long as I have been on the fucking internet. In a feature article published on CNS News, reporter Barbara Boland reported that on July 30th, 2007, Obama, then a presidential candidate, had a portrait session with Richardson as part of an interview for the entertainment magazine Vibe. I've never even heard of Vibe. I'm assuming it's either like a niche thing or it's like Ebony magazine. I don't know. Richardson is infamous for pornography depicting bestiality and male sexual dominance of women. Now, depicting bestiality. If he was actually doing that, he would have been in jail by now because bestiality is illegal in the United States. But, the whole male sexual dominance of women has been around a while. Has been around for hundreds of years, if not longer. And it's not like in that scenario of women being dominated by men, it's not like those women aren't consenting to that. You know, I am of the other mind. I like being dominated by women. That's just how I roll. I consent to this because it's fun. And some people find it sexually liberating, and some people just find it sexually arousing. Simply because it doesn't fit into your fucking worldview doesn't mean it's immoral. It just means that you're a fucking uptight asshole. He has also been accused of sexual exploitation of some models. The decision to host this shoot has drawn criticism from conservatives who say that it legitimizes pornography and sexual indecency. What legitimizes pornography is actresses like Katie Morgan being in movies. Like how she was in, Zack and Miri Make a Porno, and I find her just, funny. I'm a huge fan of Katie Morgan. She's funny. If you listen to her talk, she's funny. She makes jokes. If you've watched any of her HBO shows, she's funny. I know I'm repeating myself, but she's funny. She makes jokes. She's a bit of an airhead. She puts off that kind of vibe, but she's intelligent. She probably has a higher intelligence than I do. Like IQ points. She probably knows a hell of a lot more than I do too, and I'm not ashamed to say that. She's just a really smart lady, as are a lot of porn stars actually. And sexual indecency. What's so wrong with sexual indecency? As long as you're doing it in a place where there are no children present, that's why most dogging takes place at night, because nobody's around. You don't really do it in the middle of a fucking, school parking lot. And, me being me, I've actually, I guess, I've done some stuff that is qualified in your definition as, sexually indecent. Being led around by a fucking leash by my ex-girlfriend. Twice. I'm sure that would be considered, sexually indecent by your fucking standards because you're puritanical assholes. Frankly, leadership matters, said the family leaders Bob Vander Plaats. Pornography devalues men, women, and children. How? Children aren't even involved in, the business of porn. They're involved in child pornography, which is an entirely different fucking beast, and something that we should strive to eradicate from the planet, because it's immoral, because children cannot consent to sexual acts, and so they are victims of sexual assault. But, two consenting adults filming themselves fucking for money, that's a business decision. That's a business decision. That's how things are. You don't like it? Get the fuck over it. And if you want to control those people, then you might want to stop saying freedom of speech all the fucking time, because you're a hypocritical asshole then. It's only free speech when you want it to be free speech, but when it's, something you object to, it's indecent, it's fucking immoral, blah, 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 blah. Fucking vomiting bullshit. And it doesn't devalue men and women. Some porn actually, I guess some porn does. But that's because some people get off on being devalued, being treated like slaves and stuff. Not, slaves, but, being whipped and being led around on a collar like me and stuff like that. Some people get off on that. I do. I get off on pain. I get off on a lot of stuff. And if you want me to go into great detail, just say so. Because I will. Because I'm not ashamed of my sexuality. But it doesn't devalue men and women and children. It doesn't do that. And it's detrimental to society as a whole. How? Because if, the free market's the only thing that really fucking matters, because that's your basic ideology, and, by saying your, I mean conservatives in general, you don't like government controlling what people do unless it's something you disagree with, in which case you are fucking fine and dandy with the government controlling it, which is hypocritical. And pornography is, a tremendous business. It does a shit ton of money. You may not agree with it, but, that's your own shit. That's not our fucking problem to deal with your shit. That's your fucking problem. You got to deal with that shit. Just saying. A leader's role is to elevate what is right and what is good for our families and for our culture. And it's actually good to get in touch with your sexual nature. It's not good for society as a whole for people to be too repressed, because that breeds misunderstandings about sex, and it breeds misinterpretations of, consent, and misperceptions of consent and all that kind of stuff. Sexual repression is not good for society, and it isn't good for cultures. Because sexual repression basically causes a group of your society to feel demonized. Certain people should feel demonized, like pedophiles and other such things. But for the most part, if you're just into BDSM or I don't know, dogging or voyeurism or anything else, you shouldn't be demonized. If you're a pedophile, you should be demonized. If you have sex with animals, you should be demonized to a certain extent. But if you're fucking animals, your psyche's probably already broken. So. Excuse me. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I ate chicken and shit, so I want my breath to be minty fresh. Richardson, who is widely published by mainstream fashion magazines such as Vogue, GQ, and Rolling Stone, has been a controversial figure for decades. He has been photographed in a sexual position with a sheep, receiving oral sex from a woman, among other situations. Sexual position with a sheep. Was he actually fucking the sheep, or was he just simulating fucking a sheep? Because that's important. Did it show his penis entering the fucking sheep's ass or vagina or whatever? If not, get the fuck over it. I'm assuming you don't like jokes about Irishmen and other such minorities fucking animals, but it's a stereotype. He's also photographed women in similar situations. I'm assuming getting fucked by a sheep, and again, is it actually getting, are they actually getting fucked by sheep, or is it just simulated? Receiving oral sex from a woman. Some women like that. Some women are lesbians. Some women fantasize about eating a woman out. As a man, I do that constantly because I want to pleasure everyone I can. That I'm attracted to. A little bit of a caveat to that last statement. At least 2 models Richardson has photographed have accused him of exploitation. Earlier this year, the feminist Jezebel.com accused Richardson of being the world's most exploitive fashion photographer. What the fuck is the expletive? The world's most fucked fashion photographer? Assholic? Shit for brains? Jezebel cited multiple women who accused Richardson of having sexually abused and exploited them. Why didn't they go to the cops then? If they actually were sexually exploited and assaulted, that's fucked up, and Richardson should be held accountable for that. Don't go to, Jezebel. Go to the fucking cops. That's all you have to do, is just go to the cops, tell them what happened. Richardson will get thrown in jail. The same. That's what I would do, at least. CNS News reports that the week before Richardson photographed Obama, he was the photographer for Penthouse's centerfold. Oh no, Penthouse. More recently, he has been hired by pop stars Lady Gaga, Miley Cyrus, and others. Why not say who the others were? And Lady Gaga has been going normal. Like, she hasn't been doing all of this outrageous shit that she used to do. She looks normal, and she's actually not that bad looking without all of the fucking pomp and circumstance. And Miley Cyrus is just sort of going into a fucking hellish fucking spiral. She should probably be in therapy. Just saying. With many photos featuring partial nudity. Oh no, partial nudity. It's gonna fry the minds of fucking children everywhere. Toplessness. Oh no, the titties. They are out. It's going to cause global catastrophe. The apocalypse is going to happen now that there's a pair of tits unsheathed by a fucking shirt. Holy shit. And other offensive imagery. If that's what's offensive to you, holy shit, you belong in fucking 1700s fucking America. Holy shit. That's all I have to fucking say. Holy shit. If you think, like, partial nudity and, you know, toplessness are offensive, your brain is fucked. You have some kind of learning disability. Because for me, for my part, you know what's offensive to me? Seeing a picture of a Jew getting curb stomped by a fucking Nazi. That's what offends me. That makes me feel uncomfortable. You know, what's offensive to me is seeing PETA portray the treatment of animals to being analogous to the treatment of, you know, Jews in Nazi Germany. You know, it's not like the cows are being treated like... it's not like the cows are being treated like the Jews. It's the fact that the Jews are being treated like livestock. That is the fucking problem. It's the fact that the Jews are being treated like fucking livestock. And that's what fucking offends me, is that PETA will exploit that for cheap fucking publicity and to win a fucking argument. What offends me is the fact that people who say they are pro-life will use aborted fetuses to win a fucking argument. That is offensive to me. You know? That's what offends me. If you're fucking offended by tits and ass, you have a fucking problem. Your priorities are all kinds of fucking skewed. There are worse things to be offended by, and things that you should be offended by. You know, I'm offended by pedophiles. Those people are offensive to me. I wish they did not exist. I wish I could go around shooting them in the fucking head with a Colt Python revolver. I cannot do that. I wish I could, because what they do is offensive and fucked up and should be punished. I don't think women going around topless should be punished by any fucking body. And I honestly think we have a problem with sexualizing everything as a nation. I think that's what happens when you repress everybody. When people see tits, they instantly think sex. They don't think those are the glands that a baby suckles from to get sustenance. That's a problem to me. You know, would it be hot to see women going around topless all the time? Yes, but that's because I'm already fucked up by this culture. I've already been over-sexualized. But, you know, I don't want that to happen to other fucking generations. I'd rather people see breasts as, you know, means of sustenance for babies. That's what their main purpose is. They're there to provide sustenance for babies. And they're also there to arouse people, so that way people will fuck other people to create babies, and then their main purpose will be used. The whole sexual sex characteristic thing, I think, is secondary to, you know, feeding babies. Anyway, Vanderplatz told LifeSiteNews.com that pornography denigrates something beautiful down to lust, to selfish indulgence, and criticized Obama for not being a leader. Ooh. Richardson has refused to comment to the media since 2010. While CNS News says it isn't clear whether the White House was aware of Richardson's reputation, they observed that a quick Google search returns numerous hits pointing to his graphic work. And I'm actually just going to do that. What the fuck's his name? Something Richardson? Terry Richardson. I'm going to do a quick Google search. And I should get some... If it's really all that horrific... Terry Richardson. So let's go to images. So I typed in Terry Richardson. There's Miley Cyrus. There's, you know, Barack Obama. There's Lady Gaga. There's tattoos. There is Lindsay Lohan. There's Glee, which that's interesting. But no, there's just searches like there's Miley Cyrus. There's Rick Ross. Naked, which I find offensive. Let's see. I have safe search off, and you know they're tasteful pictures so far. You know, women on a pool table. I'm assuming that's Lady Gaga making out with a mannequin. Some black guy who's topless. Some woman who is, I assume, is getting her ass kissed. Macaulay Culkin, there's a picture of him. Cameron Diaz, Lil Wayne, woman with a gun. I don't know who that is. I think it's Vanessa Hudgens. So, you know, they're all actually really good pictures. None of them are really all that offensive. You know, apparently there's a picture of that was done by Terry Richardson of Daryl Dixon, Norman Reedus, who I have to say, if I could go gay, or if I would go gay, I'd go gay for, you know, Norman Reedus. There's I assume that is Miley Cyrus. There's a black guy. Oh, it's Kanye West licking some bald girl's head. Ben Stiller. Show more results. Wait, is Safe Search off for me? Safe Search. It's off, I guess. Filter explicit. Let's see what happens. Filter explicit. Alright. Let's look at the Miley Cyrus pictures. It's not that bad. She's wearing a fucking really high legged, or thing. Not high legged, high hipped leotard. Let's look at the tattoos pictures. Let's see. View all images. I'm assuming that's Flea, people who I don't know, more people I don't know, Lil Wayne, don't know, Let's go to Terry Richardson's main website. Home. Let's see, terryrichandson.com. What the fuck? Diary. Let's see his diary. Sky Ferreira. These were really good pictures. You know, they're really artsy pictures. Abandoned Bike, Rolling Stone cover, Naya Rivera. Who the fuck is this? Raphael. People smoking. Mark Gonzalez, I don't know who the fuck that is. Stacey Martin. He has a Tumblr, which actually might follow if he has good pictures. All the pictures I've seen aren't all that bad. Even the ones with like Miley Cyrus, they're not bad. They really aren't. At least not to me, you know. Let's see. Sheep. Let's see what the sheep is. Okay, so from what I can gather from the picture, it's simulated. He's not actually fucking a sheep. What the fuck? Let's see. Terry Richardson. No, fucking, I don't want Safe Search on. Turn it off. I want it off, damn you. Off. Change my settings. So this is search settings page at google.com/preferences. Or is it really off? Save search. Okay, so apparently it already is fucking... Anyway. Sorry. I was doing a quick Google search. What they said do a quick Google search and you'll find things that are evil. The White House ignored CNS News' request for comment. Maybe because they are sick and tired of your shit. Let's see. Let's see. Lindsay Lohan. Let's look at the Glee pictures. I've never actually watched Glee. Photography controversial. He did Keisha. Oh god. Ain't that bad, honestly. I like some of the stuff I saw was strange, but it wasn't terrible. Anyway, peace out, guys. Have a good day, and Google Terry Richardson if you don't have a puritanical sense of things. Should be good for a laugh, or some entertainment, or you might find some really good fucking pictures. Just saying. Bye, guys.